Double Run Hypnosis. Read that pretty carefully. That's on the internet also. Don't fall in love with double runs. I mentioned the one where you have a chance to hold a flush as opposed to the double run, where it might give you an advantage to have an escape card rather than have your cards tightly bunched. There's also a double run that I see people hold all the time. And you'll see examples of it here. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. Anyone that looks like this. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 10. It's your crib. Right here is what should be in your crib. Did I keep the double run?
Nope, kept 6 and through 2.
What happens if I cut a small card or a 10-point card? Either place, it hits both places. You do this, and very often you got 10 and 10, or 12 and 10. But if you play this double run, why? Garbage. And plus, what does this take to make it work in the crib?
An ace, and you already
I've got 2 of them in my hand already. There's only 4 in the deck. I mean, if I want this to work, I probably want an ace. I already got 2 of them here. So, don't fall in love with double run. This discard to your crib averages 7.135. When you're dealing, put it in your crib.
do not.
Anytime you only have to give up 2 in your hand to do this, put it in your crib. Don't put it in your crib if you're giving up 4. But here, we've got 6. We had 8 if we kept the double run. We know this is worth 2. Do you know this is worth 2 in your crib? I think some people think a pair of deuces is worth 2 in their crib, but this is not.
That's worth more than the pair of deuces.
Okay, this is a lot better than a pair of deuces. You're guaranteed anytime you put cards that total 5 in your crib, whether it's a single 5 or a 2, 3 or a 1, 4, you're guaranteed 2 points in your crib, no matter what else is on the deck or what your opponent throws. You cannot take 3 cards, any other cards, and put it with these and not have 2 points.
You put that in writing, please.
Yes, we will. It's in there, and you'll get more of it later. You can't have a crib if you do this that's worth less than 2. These, you can take any other 3 cards out of the deck and
Now,
put
those
them.
may not be part of it. It
No,
may be a
they
pair
might
of
not.
eights.
But you can't take any 3. These might not be the 2, but there will be 2. Okay, you're guaranteed 2. If these 2 are in there, or a 1, 4, or a 5, you're guaranteed 2. Okay. Anyway, looking down here, you'll see another double run, which is a 1, 6, 7, 8 with 2 5s. A 1, 6, 7, 8 and 2 5s, it's your deal. If you play the 5, 5, 6, 7, you've got 8 points. If you play the 1, 6, 7, 8, how many do you have? 7. And the 5s, minimum of 2,
Minimum 2, probably.
is 9. So you start with 9 by putting the pair of 5s in your crib. What does a pair of 5s average to your crib?
8.5, 9.
Yeah, right around 9 points. Right around 9 points. So anytime you can put that pair of 5s in your crib, and we'll get into that in another class, and only in this case we're only giving up 1. We keep the double run for 8, or we keep 1, 6, 7, 8 for 7. 15, 2, 15, 4, run a 3 of 7. Another interesting hand is 3 4s with a 3 and a 5 Well, I didn't want to get that far down in that situation, but 3 4s with a 3 and a 5 10. Your crib. The 5 10 should be in your crib every time. The 3 4s and a 3 have such an ability to work with other cards. And you're starting with 8 in the hand anyway. The 3 4s with the 3 make 15 2 and 6 is 8. And by putting the 5 face card in your crib, you're starting with 10. Whereas if you play the double run, you've got 8 and garbage for your crib. Now, people say, well, I never have anything to put in my own crib. That's half the time that's true. But if you're looking for these, and we'll get into other examples of this as we move along. Any questions about that? Why not to fall in love with double runs? Now, generally these hands apply if you're dealing. See, most of these hands here, if you look the other way, if you were not dealing, you would play the double run. Okay, most all of them are designed for the dealer. Although you should not lose sight of hands like 2, 3, 4, 6 of spades when you're the non-dealer. Best cribbage hand in cribbage for the non-dealer to peg. 2, 3, 4, and a 6. Lead the 3, don't lead the deuce. Okay.